In today's video, we finally find out what happens when DC meets Zig and Choppy and the boss Slone inside of Fortnite. This is a video I've been working on for so long, and I cannot wait for the outcome between the battle of DC, Dr. Slone, and Zig and Choppy. This is going to be awesome. Who do you think is going to win the battle? And before we jump into this, I've got a really cool announcement you're not going to want to miss. Check this out. Today's video is sponsored by OperaGX, and OperaGX is the first ever browser made and designed for gamers. It comes with so many features which are going to help improve your PC and your performance across the board. You're not going to want to miss on this crazy browser. Check this out, guys. What does it come with? Well, OperaGX actually has a control panel where you can adjust the amount of RAM OperaGX uses and the amount of CPU it uses by adjusting the slider to see how much processor and memory limit you want to give OperaGX. This is going to allow you to get better performance in video games. This is obviously going to increase your frame rate, performance across the board. This is really going to improve your video game performance on whatever game you're playing. Now, it also comes with a network limiter as well, so you can adjust the amount of bandwidth that is in use, which can allow for better performance in video games ping-wise, as well as other devices around your house as well, if you want to use, say, your phone at the same time. There's also a built-in Twitch and Discord integration, which are super handy to access when you need them, as well as Twitter, Instagram, and Messenger. OperaGX also comes with crazy customization over on the right side, where you can change the entire of your background colors, design, and so much more, as well as a bunch of privacy options, such as an inbuilt VPN. OperaGX is also on mobile, which can be a great companion with your desktop version, allowing you to see all of the upcoming dates for upcoming games, free games currently which you can download across a variety of different platforms, and so much more, which just works really well with your desktop. You can also synchronize these together, which can come in really handy when you want two of your devices to have the same. This also works with previous versions of OperaGX which you had, where you can sync up to the latest version. Don't forget to click the link in the description today and download OperaGX, and let me know in the comments what game are you excited for in the future, and put the hashtag installedgx to let me know, and I'll be responding to all of your comments. So first off, I jumped in and I had to go and find myself a UFO with my team. We needed the UFOs to pick up Batman, Superman, and Beast Boy. Next, we headed over to the radio tower and decided this was the pit location we were going to use for these to meet and battle it out, to see what would happen if DC battles the current bosses inside Fortnite. So after a little bit of time, we cleared out the entire radio station and it was ready to go. The pit was all sorted and it was time to find Clark Kent. Clark Kent was located over by the orchard, so we picked him up, Superman, and we're going to take him over to the little pit. We're going to stick him in the pit and leave him in there for a little bit. Once he's in that pit, he'll be pretty much safe and he can chill in there while we go and get Batman and then Beast Boy. And once we've got all them, we'll see what happens when we go and grab the hostile ones. It's a little bit more difficult to move them. These ones are a little bit easier because they don't have as strong weapons and as strong accuracy. Okay, Clark, let's drop you in. In goes Superman into the pit, and there we are. He's in the pit. Now it was time to grab Batman. Now, Armored Batman Zero is actually located over at Dirty Docks, so we picked him up and decided to carry him all the way over once again towards the orchard location by the radio tower. He actually ended up in a tree, which was okay, so it made him a little bit easier to move, because for some reason, when he goes in a tree, he likes to dance and emote, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. And off he goes again. He's getting closer and closer to the pit location by the radio tower, and all I had to do now was finish him off by picking him up and taking him over to where Clark is and just dropping him into the pit nicely. In he goes. In you go, Armored Batman. He's now in there with his friend Superman. So we had Batman and Superman. We went over to grab Beast Boy. My team already started moving him, so he was already halfway away from Weeping by the center of the map. I just decided to throw him a little bit more to my teammates, and they were going to move him with me. So we decided to move Beast Boy. It took a while to move Beast Boy because he was quite far away. With only 3 of us, this can take quite a while to do sometimes, but that's okay. We got him there slowly. He landed in a tree again, decided to do a little bit of a emote, and my team eventually dealt with him and got him there. While that was going on, I decided to go and fetch Dr. Slone, and she's located inside of the Corny Complex area, so I picked her up and boosted over towards the radio tower again, giving her a huge throw as far as we can get her, and you can see now she is by the Tomato Town building outside the orchard. So all we have to do is pick up Dr. Slone and then go and grab Zig and Choppy and get them in the pit at the same time. Now that doesn't seem as simple as possible because they're both hostiles and we had to drop them in together, but because we have a lot of experience in this, we're pretty much pros at moving bosses, so we knew exactly what to do and where to do it. So it really wasn't too difficult for us moving Dr. Slone and Zigs and Choppy, seeing though we did make a video towards the start of the season where we got all of the NPCs and hostiles to meet, which just took weeks and weeks worth of preparation to create that one video for you guys. But this one was a little bit easier to move Dr. Slone because she was kind of just on her own and there was already 3 of us. So once my team got Dr. Slone there, they were keeping her outside of the region while my other teammates split off and went to go and grab the actual Zig and Choppy. We ended up getting another person in the game to help us out at this point because we needed someone to monitor Dr. Slone while we were moving Zig and Choppy in, because we didn't want to like put Dr. Slone in, otherwise she's going to start fighting the ease in there, isn't she? You know, she's pretty hostile, so she will go for them. So we kind of kept her outside. Then we moved Zig and Choppy in. You can see Dr. Slone's in there, and then obviously now we drop Zig and Choppy in when my teammate got Slone in, and they are all in. Time to switch over to the replay and check out what this battle's going to be like between all of these NPCs and bosses. This is going to be crazy. So we're now inside the replay, and you can see inside of here we had Dr. Slone, we have Zig and Choppy, and straight off the bat, Dr. Slone actually clones up right there, tripling into her triplets there. And you see Zig and Choppy a little bit confused here. Superman and Beast Boy, Superman going at it there against Dr. Slone. You see Superman getting decent shots off there. It looks like he's actually beating the Dr. Slone NPC in this corner. Could he take her out? Superman doing quite well there. Beast Boy still a little bit confused, you can tell. You see Superman as well, a little bit confused. Beast Boy's actually doing an emote. Superman trying his best to take on the Dr. Slone and gets taken out there by one of the Dr. Slone NPCs. They do come back as ghosts, by the way. They do suspect that he is going to stand there and continue to emote throughout this. But Beast Boy has not been eliminated yet. What is Beast Boy actually doing right here? I'm not too sure. Beast Boy, is he even just like, is he just gone straight into ghost form? I don't think he has. Wait, he hasn't. He hasn't. Beast Boy's actually been hit. He's now been alerted. You can see Beast Boy's taking damage. He's actually not even fighting back. Why is he just stood there? He's just looking at them like, you know what? I just want to go rage mode. And he's not going to go rage mode because he's an NPC. He's not going to turn into the gorilla, and he gets taken down there. Beast Boy and Superman are both out now. They're going to be sat here emoting in their ghost form. For some reason, the ghost form doesn't show on replay, but that's okay. And while that was going on, you can see Dr. Slone's over here. She was actually lasering at our human players above. But Zero Batman was actually deciding to actually pistol these at range, which is an interesting decision. And Zig and Choppy was also back over here. You can see Superman's still alive at this point. He's just been eliminated. And you see this is going on at the same time of here, where 0 Point Batman was actually lasering down at Zig and Choppy, while this Dr. Slone here was actually taking a lot of damage. And she is so low because she's actually been teamed on by Batman and Zig and Choppy, which was really nice. But then Batman decided, you know what? I don't really want to team with you anymore, Zig and Choppy. We take out Slone here. Here's a little replay of that, as you can see. But then actually Zig and Choppy does hit some accidental shots on Batman, which triggers him. So you can see now Batman has decided to team with the other clones here. So Batman and the clones are teaming up against Zig and Choppy, but Batman's super low. You can see Zig and Choppy get some decent shots in at range here on Batman, dealing about 12 damage at range or so, with Batman trying his best to get some pistol damage off on Zig and Choppy. And Zig and Choppy does take down Batman right there, leaving the last two contestants between Dr. Slone with her clones and Zig and Choppy. So it's a 1v2 situation here. Which is the real Doctor and which is the real Zig? Well, there's only one of him, so we know which one that is. But you can see Zig is absolutely beaming in here on the Dr. Slones, getting about 12 damage there, with Slone only dealing about 24 here at the range. Dr. Slone taking a little bit of damage here. Zig and Choppy lasering in, doing as much damage as possible to the Doctors, and Doctors are beaming on Zig and Choppy. Zig again lasering in there on these two. You can see Dr. Slone taking a little bit of damage, and he actually makes his decision and takes out the right one. This is one of the first times we've ever seen Zig and Choppy win one of these battles, so congratulations to Zig and Choppy for beating all the DC heroes and Dr. Slone. Don't forget, guys, to check out Opera GX down below at the top of the description. It's free to download, and you guys can use the hashtag InstalledGX in the comments and tell me what your favorite game is that you're excited for up and coming. I'll be replying to every single comment over the next 24 hours. So make sure you guys are doing that, installing Opera GX in the top of the description. It's a really cool browser. You're not going to want to miss it. I personally installed it, so go and check it out, guys. It's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, Opera GX, for sponsoring today's video, and thank you for watching to the end. Check out the other videos on screen right now.